Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to Show Me the Market. My name is Sumaya Hussein. Now today I'm at Jamia Plaza and I'm visiting Tijara Duka, and it's a one-stop Islamic gift shop. Now I'm going to visit Umi Wabomba. She's the owner of the place, and interestingly she is a veteran journalist. So let's go find out why and how she came to start this business. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the program Show Me the Market. My name is Sumaya Hussein. Now today I'm just here around Jamia and I'm visiting Umi Wabomba, the owner of Tijara Duka. Let's learn more about her business. Assalamu alaikum, Umi.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sumaya. Shukran.
How are you today?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. And you?
I'm also good actually. I just can't hear from one ear today, so it's gonna be a struggle.
Sorry about that, but I'm sure we'll manage.
Yeah, no worries.
No.
So, Umi Wabomba, is that like a nickname or is it your name?
Umi is my name. I'm a revert. I joined Islam about 16 years ago. So I took the name Umi when I joined Islam. Yeah, but it's that short. It's just Umi. Yeah, so I tell people you can finish it with the way you want, but I just retain it as Umi.
How about Wabomba?
Wabomba is my dad's name.
Ah, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you have here in your shop for us?
Tijara Duka is actually my intention of starting Tijara Duka was to fill a certain gap. I am a trained journalist. I have worked in corporate communications. I've done branding. I've done events. I've worked quite a bit in the Muslim sector. I worked at Gulf African Bank. I've worked at Takaful Insurance. And I was always in the marketing and corporate communications department. And most of the time when we needed gifts, you know, we could have guests coming, like to visit the CEO, to look at the premises. We didn't have ready gifts that had, say, Islamic messages. So every time we had to look around, we have a guest in the CEO's office, we need to get an Islamic themed gift. We don't have. And we kept on saying, who will give us these gifts? So I decided we'll complain until when. Someone needs to do something about it. So I decided to do something about it. And actually that's the reason that I started Tijara Duka. It's actually an Islamic themed gift shop. We have a variety of gifts for Muslims, even for non-Muslims who have Muslim friends. So our gifts are many. We have cards for different occasions. We actually do everything from scratch. So even the cards that you see around the shop, everything is done by us. The wording, the design, the printing, everything is done here.
Let me check out one of them.
Yeah, you can look at them. Like those are for family. I cherish you, my daughter. That's like a parent to their child. Okay. So you can see the wording.
May Allah protect you and guide your path in this world and the hereafter. Ameen.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I had a daughter.
Yeah, I'm sure you can have a cousin or someone you can give.
Maybe
so you can see we have different. Yes, you can. You can take for your mom. So we have for cards for different occasions, for daughter, for son, for wife, for husband, for newborns. If you get a newborn baby, we have if someone best friends forever, you know, BFFs. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. If someone has gotten into some tragedy, if you've wronged someone, you can say I'm sorry. There's a card. Sometimes you don't need to speak. Get well soon cards. Down here we have cards for your daddy, your mommy, your brother, your sister. And then we have also done mugs that go with the cards. So if you look at this, your daddy, you have a mug going with that. For your sister, you have a mug for ukhti, ahi, brother, and mommy. And then my favorite is down here for new Muslims. We have cards for new Muslims. So if someone joins Islam, I know the journey, so sometimes we just need someone to encourage you. So we actually run a gift hamper for new Muslims. So we have a card for them, we have a mug for them, we have a prayer book for them, we have a Quran for them, we have a prayer dress if it's a lady, and we have a kanzu if it's a man. Yeah, so it's a mixture of items. We also have notebooks with different messages you can see there on the covers. Yeah, like start your meeting with Bismillah, end your meeting with Alhamdulillah. That says what?
Beautiful notebook, mashallah.
Yes. So our intention is every gift that you get here reminds you of Allah, reminds you of Islam. And we intentionally, if we use any Arabic text, we try and put an English translation so that someone knows what the wordings mean. So Tijara Duka is basically to fill the gap. Inshallah, we pray that with time, this will be the go-to shop for Muslims. You run down the street, someone has gotten a baby, you run, you get a gift. Someone has graduated, see here, like Mabruk on your graduation, or someone has finished memorizing the Quran, you can give them. We have for newborn babies, yeah. So we have accessories, bags of different occasions. We have books, prayer book for new Muslims, for especially people who are just joining Islam, how to pray in English, how to pray in Kiswahili. We've also written books. I'm one of the authors, yes. We've written books. The 5 greatest prophets in Islam, Ulul Azmi Minar Rusul. This is Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam.
Author Umi Wabomba.
Yes, I'm one of the authors. So we wrote with a friend of mine called Miswale. She's written Nabi Nuh and Nabi Musa. I've written Nabi Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam. And again, our packaging. The intention of Tijara Duka, as you notice, it's not a very big shop, but I hope you like the presentation.
I love it.
You love it? So what we do is, my intention is we should package Islam beautifully. If I can quote one of the sheikhs, he's based in the US, I think, he's called Sheikh Khalid Yassin. He says, Muslims, actually, we have the treasure, which is Islam. We package it like trash. And there are other people who have trash, package it like treasure. So mine is to package Islam as treasure. So you can see how beautiful the shop is. And please say dua for me so that it grows. So that it grows. We want this to be a one-stop shop for Muslims. If you go, we'll have a children's section, we'll have a women's section, we'll have the men's section, we'll have the revert section, we'll have a reading area. The vision is big, but as they say, trust the process. Yeah, but really it's to package Islam beautifully, proudly. I don't think anyone who is a Muslim and you understand what Islam is don't need to be shy about presenting Islam to other people. I should package a gift where if anyone else walked in here, they should feel challenged, right? Like, wow, it looks very nice. Yeah, why not? So that's my intention, package Islam beautifully. But again, don't compromise on the main teachings of Islam. So you'll see even we are very keen on the designs that we use on our cards. We avoid human faces and animals and photos because the message can still be passed without having to compromise. So we are really keen on not compromising the message, but packaging it beautifully and actually show people that Islam can be beautiful. I've actually seen non-Muslims walk in here and they really feel like picking the card, but they're like, you're not talking to me, you're talking to a fellow Muslim. So I'm like, yeah, if you have a Muslim friend, wapeleke, yeah, take. So for me, as a professional, who is a journalist, who is a communication expert, who is a branding expert, I take this as a service for Islam. That one day, one time, if Allah asks me, what did you do with what I gave you? I'll say I tried. There was a shop called Tijara. And I hope 1 or 2 people will have benefited from what we are doing.
So when did you start Tijara? When did you start the shop?
Tijara is just slightly more than a year old. We started last year. Actually, I call it my pandemic baby. It's my Corona project.
So many people have pandemic babies.
Yes, it's my pandemic baby. It's my Corona project. If it can work during Corona, then it means when things are much better, inshallah it will.
But things are much better now, yeah, than when you were starting?
It's getting better, but slowly. So I'm also telling people running a business actually needs a lot of patience. If there are 3 things I've learned, it's sabr, and tawakkul, because you have no idea who's going to walk into your shop. And you actually rely on Allah for providing his risk. Yeah.
So you said some things pick and some don't. So I'm guessing the cards pick the most, yeah?
Not really. It's very interesting when you're starting a business, what you think might work actually sometimes turns out to be the opposite. As I said, I think gifting, sharing of gifts among the Muslim community, I think it's something that is slowly growing. Having been in the Amarivat, having been on the other side, gifting was almost automatic. When there's anything, you have to buy something. You can't just go. How do you just go to see someone without a gift? But I'm learning within our Muslim community, gifting is not as automatic. So we are also going on sensitization, that it's okay when someone has gotten a baby, don't just walk in there. Yeah, give them a card, buy them some baby clothes. If you're going for a wedding, don't just look nice. Carry a gift. I'm sure the couple would not mind an extra gift. So I'm actually learning that it's a process that will take time. We have those who appreciate the concept, but we also realize it will take a little longer for it to be really mainstream. Yeah.
Okay, let's take a short break here on Show Me the Market, and when we come back, we discuss more about Tijara Duka. Welcome back to the program. My name is Sumaya Hussein and you're watching Show Me the Market. Alright, I'm visiting Umi Wabomba. She's the owner of Tijara Duka, a one-stop Islamic gift shop. Now, Umi, I'm interested in the books that you've authored. Were you a reader? Did you like to read?
Yes, actually I started reading from a very young age. My parents are retired teachers. My parents were teachers. My mom was a primary school teacher. My dad was a high school teacher. And they loved buying for me novels. Actually, right from primary, I was to go to person for novels. My mom actually used to buy for me novels in a box. I was in a boarding school, so I was there to anyone who wanted to read. I wasn't a Muslim then. My name then was Isabella. You're told, go to Isabella. I'm sure she has something for you. So I used to read. Yes, I remember the novels even till today. Njogu the Prophet, Trufena the City Nurse. I was like, wow, cabin crews and everything. So I was introduced to reading by my parents. I loved it. Right. So I became very good in language, in English specifically. I'm good at it. So I loved reading. So I think it almost became automatic that I'll end up in the communication space as a journalist, as a communications expert. And since I love reading, it's almost also a natural thing that I love writing. Yeah, so why I wrote the books for among the stories that we've written, stories of the prophets, is one, I enjoy writing. But number two, once I became a Muslim, I didn't want to write for the sake of writing. We've been told if you have a certain talent. Again, there's a phrase I like using. Allah asked Nabi Musa alayhi salam, what's in your hand? You know, when he saw the fire. And Nabi Musa said, I have a rod, I have a stick. Then he said, what do you do with that stick? So I tell people, my stick is writing, my stick is branding, my stick is communication. So instead of just doing it for the world, let me try and get something here, but the ultimate goal is to get my rewards in Ahira. Because writing, knowledge is one of the Sadaqah tul Jariyah. Once you're gone and you left a book behind and someone reads and it benefits them, you gain. So that's the motivation.
Yeah. So what does it take to have such a book published?
It's a process. It's a self-published book. I think I can refer to my other work. I am also a director with Kijani Communications. Kijani Communications, the team that we put together the first ever Halal Expo at KICC in terms of events. So I'm equally equipped to handle events very well. Kijani is another outfit that we have, and we use that to publish the books. So we publish the books from scratch. I can also add that in my career, I think it's all Allah's plan. I actually worked in a publishing house. From Nation, I went to East African Educational Publishers. So I understand the publishing process. From writing the script, to getting designers, to designing the book, to going to Kenya National Library Services to get what they call ISBN, to printing, to marketing, to distribution. So it became a bit easier because I had gone through the process. So yes, we have written the books and published the books ourselves.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd come to sell your own books in a gift shop?
No. But I guess it was in the bigger plans of Allah. Yes.
Do you have anywhere else maybe where the books are being sold, or it's just here you can find
We
them?
have the books, we sell them. Tijara Duka for the books, and even the other items is more of the physical location where someone can come in. But we also sell online. So if someone is interested in buying, we're also available online. You can always contact us through our social media pages, Tijara Duka, or we even have a specific page for the book, Ulul Azmi Min Ar-Rusul. We have Kijani, also online. So we don't necessarily only sell physically here. This is more of where someone can come in, pick the item, but we also sell online. So if someone contacts us online, we just arrange with them and deliver. We sell around, we sell in Nairobi, we sell in Mombasa, we sell, people have gone with them out of the country. So, technology has made it easier. So we are not necessarily just here physically, but we are also available online.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to know how the pricing is like for each item. Let's
Yes.
start with the books.
Yes. The book right now, we sell it at 300 shillings per copy. And what we try to do is it's a set of books. As I said, it's the 5 greatest prophets in Islam. We've not released Nabi Isa alayhi salam yet because of the sensitivity, the editing. But we've done the other. So we try to encourage people to buy them as a set. So if you're buying for your children, let the child, and then the 5 greatest prophets in Islam, we've started book 1 to be the oldest. So Nabi Nuh alayhi salam was the oldest. Then from Nabi Nuh, we came to Nabi Ibrahim. Then from Nabi Ibrahim, we came to Nabi Musa. From Nabi Musa, Nabi Isa, then Nabi Muhammad.
How about the Qurans? Do you sell the Qurans?
No, actually we have an interest concept. We have what we call a new Muslims gift hamper. If I can show you there. You can carry one. We have a concept we call a new Muslim gift hamper. Because I'm a revert, I think I know where the shoe pinches. When someone joins Islam, we are normally almost lost. We don't know where to start. So what we've done intentionally is to introduce, I showed you the Welcome to Islam. This is a Welcome to Islam card. Yeah. So we are telling someone, you've done the right thing. Eh? But sometimes people look at you like you're crazy. So we tell them, Karibu, there's a family that you're joining. Then we have a we have prayer book. Yeah, for someone to know how to pray. We have the Fortress of a Muslim. Yeah, the adhkars and the duas. We have a notebook. Yeah, like this one is someone we need to meet, say looking forward to meeting you, inshallah. Yeah, and then we have a mug. We have different messages on mugs. Then if it's a lady, we have a prayer dress, because it's a key thing for a Muslim. When you've just joined Islam, your dress code, it's a nightmare. I remember we didn't know how do you dress. So we want to make it slightly easier. And then we have a copy of the Quran. Arabic with English translation. We also have English only. We also have English only, Kiswahili only, Arabic, English, yeah. So this is a gift hamper that we give Muslims, new Muslims. And actually we seek support. If someone wants to sponsor, we just request that you say, I'm giving you so much money towards a new Muslim gift hamper. Because our dream is Muslims who are really desperate and have joined the religion, let them not miss out on the basics of Islam. Yeah, so we do this, yeah.
This is not for sale? Or is it for sale?
It's for sale, but we prefer if someone can sponsor. So this whole gift hamper goes for 6,000 shillings. Okay. So you as Sumaya, you can say, Umi, I want to sponsor one new revert. Okay. Like the Quran is free. This is free. We even get support from Jamia. Different mosques have given us copies of the Quran. We don't sell. Even these Qurans, if someone walks in saying they want to buy, we don't sell them. We say this is for new Muslims. Yes. Okay. So that all guys who have been born in Islam, at least buy. You don't need to get it for free. So we normally just a bit selfish. We want to look out for the new Muslims.
Of course.
Yes.
What are the items that sell the least?
Interestingly, the cards.
But that's what I said would sell the most, because I'm guessing
you're like me. I actually thought the cards will move. They don't move at all.
I thought the books would sell the least.
No, actually I thought I was actually saying, you asked me about challenges. I don't think I'll be doing the cards again once we we run out of this stock unless someone now comes and requests for them. It's almost like something that is growing. I think the community is still embracing. But it's a very interesting.
Out of it.
No. There was something that happened during exams last year. For the first time, we did exam cards with Islamic messages, and we had a card say, for example, start your exams with Bismillah, end your exams with Alhamdulillah. Those ones moved. So now we know that we'll be seasonal. We'll be releasing cards at a certain time, but these general ones maybe not so much. So again, the concept of a gift shop, if I can mention about some of the challenges, you have to track the secular calendar and the Islamic calendar so that you know what is working when. Right now, if you see, there's nothing about Eid because it's irrelevant. So
is that a challenge or an advantage?
Either way, it's a challenge because it keeps me on my toes. I have to keep thinking, these are dry season, what do I sell? I have to try and look for something relevant. But when it's like during Eid time, some things will move very fast. So during Hajj, during Eid, some things move. During exam season, some things move. So it's almost like you have to be on your toes. You have to be on your toes. Like general things, a book is a book anytime. But a card has a certain time frame, like the Eid card. During Eid, if you come here, the whole place is normally draped in Eid theme, but not now.
What's it like dealing with customers here?
Starting a business, and especially an SME business, I tell people it's not for the faint-hearted. Huwezi kuwa na roho rahisi uanze biashara. You have to be tough. You have to be tough. So there's this line I like using also. I've realized that it's very, if you really want to know your close friends and your family that support you, start a business. Start a business. When you start a business, you'll know who is on your side.
Who's on your side?
Yeah, you'll know who is on your side in terms of who will buy. You know, sometimes you just buy for support. You don't need that mug. You don't need that card. You don't need that notebook. But you're like, if Umi has started a shop, let me support. So I have friends who have just walked in and said, I actually don't know what to buy, guide me, but I think I have some 500 shillings or 1,000 shillings that I want to support you with. So we have those. And then we have, unfortunately, the bigger group who are a bit cynical. They're like, are you sure? Are you sure? It's Corona. How can you even think of starting a business at this time? So that those who encourage you, that those who discourage you. And there are two teams that I like saying I've learned when you're in business. There's a team Mashallah and there's a team Inshallah. Team Mashallah is, if you're on Facebook or on social media, they're the quickest people to say, Mashallah, beautiful. But I've been here for 1 year. They have not even bought a card. Those are team Mashallah. We still accept the Mashallah. We don't refuse. But we're like, I wish you could just turn that into some money. Because when I'm an SME, 200 shillings will mean something for me. Then we have the team Inshallah, similar. Inshallah, we'll buy. Inshallah. And then, you know, if you have a shop like this, you have rent to pay. I have a girl, I have a shop assistant who I have to pay every month. So, yes, as good as Mashallah is, as good as Inshallah is,
it's not paying the bills.
No, it's not paying the bills. It's not paying the bills. So I am appealing, please help SMEs. The lady who is selling samosas, please order. The lady who is bringing in abayas, buy one, especially with family or friend. It really means a lot. And I've also said when you run a shop like this, part of the challenges is you really have to have a lot of sabr. And you have to know why you're doing it. I keep telling myself, I'm not trading with human beings because you can easily give up. I'm trading with Allah. You know why I wrote those books? You know why I know a new Muslim, I want a new Muslim to know how to pray. You know why I want a new Muslim lady to have a prayer dress. You know why a Muslim needs encouragement when they have received some tragedy. So I have to keep reminding myself, why am I doing this? And if the returns are not here, Inshallah, I'll get them in Jannah. But I have to be realistic. I have to pay bills. So also being nice about I'm doing it for Allah can only go so far. I also have to make sure that I am meeting my my obligations. Anytime people walk in here and now they have cards that have Islamic messages, I feel happy. If someone says, there's a lady who walked in here once, the sister had just gone through divorce. And she was like, my sister is so down, what do I give her? And we gave her the card of, the mug saying Tawakkul, Allah. Trust in Allah. Things will get better. And she said the sister felt better. See, you feel nice.
Okay, Umi, I'd like to know the process from conceptualization of Tijara until actualizing it. Like, how did you start scouting for locations? What was the first items that you put on display?
Yes. So the idea really took shape in February last year, February 2020. That's when I decided, I think with this lull in activity, it might be a good time to put together the gift shop idea. So from February, March, around April, the other Ramadan, we're actually taking up the brand. What will we call it? All these Tijara, the Duka, then we called it shop. We realized the name must be taken. We went to Duka, the colors, all that. It took a bit of time. So we were ready in about 2 months with the whole branding. And then I identified the items. So we started with the notebooks, the mugs, or the cards. We actually thought the cards would move very fast.
How much is the card, by the way?
The card ranges from 150 shillings to 200, depends on size. And it comes with an envelope. So from February, March, April, May was setting up the Duka, the branding, getting the items ready. I tried actually to sell online for some time. Then I realized the challenges of online was from where we stay, it's a bit far from town. So it didn't make a lot of sense to sell a mug for 500 shillings and then deliver is 1,000 bob. So I was like, I need to get a location somewhere which is more of a pick and drop point for the items. And I remember the other Ramadan, again, I keep personally in business and in life, I just keep referring to Allah and the discussions I have with him. So I told him, I need a shop. And I need a shop in Jamia Plaza. And I need a shop of this size. It was Ramadan.
Why specifically in Jamia?
Because this is where the Muslims congregate here, mostly. You asked about location, so it has to be relevant. So I thought Jamia is a good place, but it's expensive.
It is?
And then it is expensive. And can I get a shop? So it was a dua that I made. And alhamdulillah, when we came to look around, somehow we just saw to let. I look, it's in the right place, the right space. I was like, oh, actually our duas are normally answered. So that was the process. We started online. We realized the challenges of online. Then we decided we need to complement online with a physical shop. So it has been a bit easier so that if someone needs to buy an item, they're more willing to pay 200 shillings for delivery than paying 1,000 bob for an item of 500 shillings. So location is very important. And also number 2, identifying who your clients are and where they would be mostly. The corona pandemic has actually affected so much cash flow. We've seen it literally. Where 300 shillings for a notebook, someone is thinking, do I buy the notebook or do I buy maziwa na mkate for my family? So we have to compete with food and all that. I have an idea right now, the items that are moving. I'm realizing there's a gap with the younger market. Parents, from 0 to 7 years. Okay. Parents are more willing to sacrifice for kids from 0 to 7. But after they go to school, wanasema wataenda madrasa. So we're also learning. As clients come in and ask us questions and ask for certain items, we are 1 year old. It's more of just gathering feedback from the market. Our assumptions, some of them we will have to let them go and also introduce new ideas from the feedback. My passion is to pass Islamic knowledge. So those books, whatever happens, we'll find a way of working with the books. We'll find a way of encouraging people to buy more books. We'll find a way of bringing books that are relevant to the younger ones, because we've noticed that's where the parents really want puzzle sets. Like we recently had, it's a puzzle set. So we realized parents that really want this. So it's a puzzle. So if you ask your child to move and arrange it, eventually it will be the Arabic alphabet. But you've engaged the child, so they're learning new vocabulary, then you're engaging their mind, Yeah, so we realize parents want things that are engaging, but again, with the deen. It's a learning process. Yeah, and inshallah, some years from now, our story should be different. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yes.
All right, guys, we've come to the end of the program. Thank you so much, Umi, for having us. It was a wonderful discussion. So if you're sitting at home thinking about starting a business, just start it. You can see, as Umi is saying, you learn in the process. So trust the process, trust Allah, of course, and have sabr, and inshallah, you'll get your rizq. Thank you for watching. My name is Sumaya Hussein, and this is Show Me the Market.